Hello, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to say that I, in conjunction with everybody wearing a red ribbon today, am in support of instituting Asian American Studies at Williams. It took me 4 years to miss the sea. Being from Florida, I took it for granted, and I even hated it for a while. But I've recently realized that one of my favorite things on this planet is the beach at night. This past week, my friends and I took a 2 a.m. stroll down to the beach at Hilton Head, where we were greeted by an incredible view. The sea was at low tide, and the coastline extended for miles. Only the specks of white at the waves' crests were visible. We ran down the sand dune and barreled into the sea. Well, everyone except me. I stood on the beach absolutely overcome with emotion. The dark abyss absorbed my field of vision. The onyx nothingness penetrated me. I felt small. I stood on the compacted sand, wind tussling my hair, salt licking my face, and all I could do was clutch my head and laugh. It was a desperate, nervous kind of laughter. And then I cried. Through my tears, I slowly walked to the sea's edge and I repeated a phrase over and over again. A march to the sea, a march to my death. A little morbid for Hilton Head, I know, but bear with me. March to the sea, a march to my death. I have no idea where that came from. Why on earth was I thinking about my death when I looked at the sea? Why was the sea, of all things, making me cry? I realized then that what I saw as death was not death as such, but this feeling of being outside myself. I lost my body. I wagered it to the sea when I walked up to her, and I lost it as she enveloped and consumed me. The sea's sublimity pushed me outside myself, and my being, my soul, dissolved into the salt water around me and became just as opaque. And this anxiety of not knowing where my body ended and where the world began overwhelmed me. To say it was terrifying would be an understatement. And yet I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that it was also a moment of ecstasy. The whole week I was saddled with the kind of subdued anxiety that comes right before massive and imminent life change. In a lot of ways, I was on the brink of a kind of death, of the end of an era. So to feel the water around me, to feel outside myself, bigger than myself, and for it to feel good was so incredibly comforting. By briefly forfeiting my body to the sea, I gained clarity. Today, we are all at the sea's edge. She calls us into her, and of course we're afraid. We're afraid of not being in control, of things going wrong, of losing the relationships that we spent 4 years making. We are on the precipice of the rest of our lives, and that naturally makes us feel pretty nervous. But if the sea's taught me anything, it's that leaning into that which overwhelms you can feel good because you feel part of something bigger than yourself. Such is the case with us, Williams alums that will go out into this world and change it for the better. So go, my friends. March to the sea, but not towards your death. March towards your life, and don't look back. Thank you.